Alright, we're doing that Tim Bro thing again. I'm Tim. This is
Bro.
sweet. Broterin. Have we decided how you like to pronounce your name yet?
Well, I used to be I used to say Broterin all the time, but I don't know. I kind of like Broterin now.
Broterin. Alright. So we're here to talk. We're going to talk about the gameplay update 7.14 for Dota 2. And just first impressions. I've played like 2 games, which is really not anything to get under your belt. And Bro hasn't played at all, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Haven't played at all. So yeah, nothing's really changed for me yet. Haven't had a chance to try it.
Oh, so I'm just going to go down the list, kind of read it off, and we'll talk about as we go what we think is good and bad. Enabled
good.
techies in captain's mode. It's been a while.
Been since TI
2 years?
TI 6, right?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
TI 6. Yeah, because Wings was the last ones to play it, right?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Sounds right to me. It's crazy. I was surprised I didn't think he was ever coming back in, honestly. I don't think they even changed him in this update, but I'll have
No.
to. And they just added him. Okay, first creep wave no longer draws aggro on the side lanes until they meet the other wave.
Yeah, so that's to stop those first where you see like the offlaners or supports pulling the safe lane wave.
Yeah, okay. And double stacking it.
Yep. Yeah, so you don't there's no more of that nonsense. Which I think is good. I think it really was
Didn't like
just
it?
yeah, it just was a like it wasn't one of those like huge game changing things, but it was just like this isn't just didn't feel like Dota, you know?
Got ya.
You're never happy with it, are you?
Never happy with. No, I'm always futzing with the stuff. Yeah.
Should do
I
this
want to
before
spend
we
like a
start the
whole day
video.
on it. But yeah. I'm always going to be switching this stuff up until I make templates and learn how to like edit the executable to this file system because I just don't like the way it's set up.
Okay.
Anyway, too much information.
No worries.
Item changes. All right. Well, I didn't mind the first of all, I didn't mind the pulls because I'd just go kill them most of the time, and it was like an easy first blood. I kind of came to expect it, and usually whatever support I was, I'd kill them, and the wave would still be double stacked, so they still died. We got first blood, and the Wayne would push still. So I guess they just TP back down, and they still get all the experience anyway. So maybe it was still bad.
Yeah, I don't. It just didn't. I don't know. It was just one of those, just like annoying things that I don't know. Just didn't feel good.
Yeah, I don't think they meant the game to be played that way at all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, I'm glad that's gone. It was like because like you used to remember, like you when they made the jungle changes, you could actually aggro the creeps into the tower on the Radiant safe lane for a while.
Yep.
So it was like easy jungling. It was so stupid. It was like okay, it's just like it's not like it's broken, but it's just like come on, like that just shouldn't be a thing.
You probably could have always. It's just a new thing, right? We probably could have always done this in Dota. Aggroed the creeps and then pulled it around so you had to double stack and got more experience for the offlaner.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't remember. There's been so many changes. I just can't even.
I'm just amazed that we now just started doing that, and I think it's probably been there since day one, and nobody's thought of it until recently.
Well, remember they had changed the creep, the the movement speed of the creeps was changed for a long time too. So the wave always ended up closer to the off lane anyway.
Okay.
And that was like that for a while. So the offlaner didn't necessarily need to pull because the creeps were. You could always get the creeps near your tower in that first couple waves.
If you did a really good block.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because the safe lane creeps were a lot faster than the offlane creeps.
I do remember. All right, Skull Basher now uses Mithril Hammer instead of Javelin. Interesting. Gives plus 25 damage and plus 10 strength. Bash no longer pierces evasion. I'm not very happy about that part.
Yeah, it's a nerf to the item for sure. I'm not really sure why. I didn't really need it. I mean, I think the Mithril Hammer makes more sense since it was always a picture of a hammer, but then the buildup was a javelin, which made no sense to me. So I think that's fine. It's just the not being able to pierce evasion's that's a big nerf, I think.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah, which carries into Abyssal. I mean, but you still have the active on Abyssal, so you can still lock people down if they have even if you miss with the bashes.
This is true. The damage plus 25 damage to both is kind of nice, especially a carry type of roll that usually grabs those.
Yep.
That's Pangolier probably really likes the Skull Basher more damage. No, it doesn't matter because he needs the procs. Okay.
No, I think he actually the biggest one I think is he could build into Maelstrom is a little bit more natural for him. So then it gives him a better farming item. As well. Though I mean his spells will allow you to farm pretty effectively too, so.
Yeah. I'm gonna start timing me to make sure I'm moving at a pace for these things. Because this will get really long if I'm not careful. Stopwatch. Alright, so Monkey King Bar now uses Demon Edge, Quarterstaff, and Javelin. Gives plus 52 damage. I like that a lot, finally. I miss it not having damage. Gives 10 attack speed. It's kind of like it used to be.
Yeah.
Basically.
The attack speed's a lot less, though.
Yep. And the procs are now magic damage instead of pure, which is a nerf. But you get the physical damage to make up for it, so it feels pretty close to the same now to me.
Yeah,
Except
I
for
think
the attack speed.
Yeah, when I first saw these changes, I was like, "This is huge for Wind Ranger, for sure." This one in the Maelstrom,
Yeah.
I think are going to be like that hero may actually be viable now, and I think it'll make more heroes possibly build into MKBs too. So like, I don't know. It depends. I guess it depends, but like the 100 magic damage is nice. It's until you're like in the late game. So you may actually, I don't know. I'm actually not now. See, now that I'm talking about it out loud, I'm just a little torn on the build ups to it.
Well, the plus 52 damage is great for Wind's ult because she just gets this pure damage on her ult from it, even if she doesn't have an eggs yet.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, I think it's definitely good in that case. I think it feels better to me. The attack speed, I'd rather have damage off of it. When we got the Maelstrom, now uses Javelin instead of Gloves of Recipe, no longer gives plus 25 attack speed, which is sad. Chain Lightning damage increased from 120 to 170. Procs no longer can be evaded. I didn't know you could evade them.
Yep. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you could have before, but yeah, I think it's really nice. Now, the attack speed going away, but I guess they needed to do that because it would have been OP if the attack speed was still there. But now that the magic damage is higher and that you can't evade it is really nice. So
Yeah.
much real. It's a really nice early game item too, because now you have um, like the nerfs to like S and Y.
Uh-huh.
So that coupled with the buff to the arguably a buff to Maelstrom, I think you'll see Maelstroms pick up a lot more by everyone.
I, I, I think it's like a nerf to sniper, right? There's heroes that picked up Maelstrom because of the attack speed, too.
No, I mean he picked it up for farming. I mean he has a really nice attack speed talent.
Mm-hmm.
So like level 15, you get 40 attack speed. So I mean having attack speed on the item, I don't think was a big deal. Having an extra 25.
Hmm. Chill. All right. Mjolnir. Procs no longer can be evaded. Chain lightning damage increased from 150 to 170. Attack speed reduced from 80 to 75. Okay. So, it's just the upgrade from it basically. It's a little slower than it used to be, but Mjolnir is probably a lot better. Will be a lot better once the upgrade will be a lot better, more beneficial, I think.
Yeah, I think in Maelstrom and Millionaire you see those items picked up more.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then Battle Fury just now requires a recipe and it making it more expensive.
Yeah, 300 gold more, so it'll slow down. So it won't be a. We saw it being picked up on a lot more heroes, right?
Yeah.
Like it seems like every time that happens, Ice Frog's like, no, we're nerfing this so just AM picks it up all the time. like, I swear, every time there's like it be like more than just AM picks it up, like all of a sudden there's a nerf to Battle Fury. So, I don't think it'll deter too many heroes, but it does slow it down a bit.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think Battle Fury is more favorable with the change to Maelstrom. The lack of attack speed on that, you might go this more often anyway. If you're a melee hero.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to test it out actually. I want to test it on Jug if Battle Fury or Maelstrom's better. Because now like the cost there's a huge difference in cost.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that.
You get less damage, but you get like physical damage, but you get more magical. So I don't know. I guess I have to test. Yeah. I'd like to test to see which farms faster. I guess.
Poor Blink Dagger, man. It just keeps getting.
Yeah.
I just don't like you blinking around. 15 seconds now.
I think that's fine. The. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think it was a little like on heroes like Puck and stuff. It was a little obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
so
it's always going to be obnoxious on Puck, but
yeah, I mean Puck still will be obnoxious, obviously, but I don't know. I mean, it's. I don't think it was like one of those things that was needed necessarily, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's fine.
Boost travel building prioritization range increase from 700 to 900. That just means you can TP in a little farther away from the building than before. Hide farther in the trees, maybe.
It's just when you click, like on the mini map,
or
whatever. Like when you click, like you have more room for error, essentially.
Oh, so I can't TP farther away from the tower than I could before.
Yeah,
because that would be kind of cool if Boost of Travel gave you a little bit of an extra bonus comparative to a normal TP scroll.
That would be nice, but yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, it's just basically like when you click.
Yep.
It'll prioritize the building if you're within that range versus rather than like a creep.
Okay. I think Dagon's going to be more used. Mana cost rescaled from 180 to 120, 140, 160, 180 to 100. Because that was the big problem with Dagon. You'd blast it and you were out of mana.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. So it becomes more effective earlier.
Yeah, you'll see. I think you'll have a lot more people carrying around and or blasting people.
Yeah.
I do not like my 4/4 staff. So 4 staff.
Rip 4 staff, dude.
Yeah. Now requires a ring of regeneration, which is a kind of okay instead of a ring of health.
Oh, it's
Total,
terrible, dude. The
total
Ring of
price
Health
is the
was so
same.
much better.
Oh yes, yes, it is. It's so much better. But the ring of regeneration is just always like I'm always saving for that ring of health, and ring of regeneration I can almost buy right away as a support and get the little bit of stuff off of it.
Yeah.
But it's still bad because you needed that regeneration as a support. I think
Yeah,
the
no.
mana cost increased from 25 to 100, which is not really a support nerf as much as a carrying force staff nerf.
Yeah,
I
no,
think.
it's a huge nerf.
Yeah.
So I think this is good for Clockwork in particular. I think this will deter a lot of heroes from building force staff now.
Yeah. Well, you just won't want. I mean, if clock's in the game, you still have to.
No, I think you'll see more Yules picked up
Okay.
with this change. Would be my estimation.
Do you just use clock and then right click to get out of it then? When he gets you in the cogs?
Yeah, essentially.
But when he's Yulesed and he's got his little whatever, his little clanky clank thing going on, does that still keep going on and still mini stun you?
Oh, when he's Yulesed up, is it
Yeah, is it
does
still
the
active?
battery assault
Yeah,
still hitting you? I
yeah,
don't know. I'd have to test it.
yeah. So this hurt Hurricane Pike also.
Yep.
Just straight across. Don't even need to read that. Um, Helm of the Dominator. Man, what they just don't want you generating health. Health regen decreased. 8 to 7. No longer grants attacks or 5 attack speed to the item holder. So I guess it still gives a bonus to everybody like an aura. And the
Mm-hmm.
bounty increased from 125 to 200. I don't know what the bounty is on Helm of the Dominator. Do you know what they mean by that?
Yeah, that's the bounty for the creep. So when you control a creep and it gets
Yeah.
killed, so it was 125 before. It didn't matter what the creep was.
Oh, their value of
Yeah,
gold.
so the value
Yeah,
so the
so
value of killing the creep is now 200 versus 125.
I like that because the creep gets bonus health and all that stuff because of it, and they're harder to kill.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
that's
nerf
good.
to the item. I don't know how much it'll affect it being picked up.
Yeah, if you were gonna pick it up, you're gonna pick it up. If not, I
Yeah.
don't think it matters. Lincoln Sphere, all stats reduced, 15 to 13.
Yeah.
Eh,
Nerf there.
yeah.
I think Magic Wand is fucking buffed, which is super nice.
Oh yeah, now requires 150 gold recipe instead of a mango, so you don't have something that you can't sell, which is nice. Provides all
I don't know.
full
I
stats.
liked the build up with the mango. It kind of sucks now, but I think the Magic Wand you're going to see a lot of people getting that.
Yeah, well, I always ended up using my mango.
Did
I'd
you?
buy it, yeah, because it is a sport. You'd be like, oh, I'm out of mana. I need to cast another spell to do something, which was good.
See, as a core, I always liked picking up. I'd pick up the mango and the
Yeah,
two iron branches. So I had really nice, a couple of stats, and then the regen. One had more health regen, which was nice in lane, and then I could build it into a magic wine by just grabbing the stick in the side shop,
all right.
and so now that's gone. But the buff to it is really nice. So I'll probably start with that recipe and still pick up the two iron branches and then just buy the stick in the side shop. I definitely would pick this. I would pick this up no matter what early game.
Yeah, I mean, 3 to all stats for what it costs. If it costs the same amount of gold, that's great. And then 1.5 health regen instead of 1. That's
Well,
what
and
you
it
did
increased
before.
the charges too from 17 to 20.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that is nice. Oh, we got the mango. All the mango got cheaper. 70.
Yep.
Keep people buying it, and it's a little less regen. 0.7, which is sad.
Yep.
Consumed mana restored. Ooh,
It needed a bit of a nerf
125
that way,
mana.
but yeah, it's I don't know, but that's the thing. Like, so what? You're just picking up mangoes to pick up mangoes. Like, it doesn't build in anything now.
Yeah. Well, you usually pick them up to get the mana. Now you're getting a lot less mana out of it.
Yeah, but you're getting less mana, less health regen. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Seems kind
Yeah.
of seems kind of shitty to me, even with it being on sale.
Yeah. Well, the daily bonus hero now you get two.
Hmm.
Bonus. Necro. Pronounce that word for me.
Necronomicon.
Necronomicon. Duration increased from 50 to 60. Okay. Eh. Man, they slow down the game by doing all this stuff. Is what?
No, that's a buff. So the duration of the creeps that you spawn is now 60 seconds versus 50.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking cooldown. You're right. Okay,
No, it's
that's
not the
good.
cooldown. So the cooldown is
Yep.
the same. It's still 90 seconds. Yeah, 90
Hmm.
seconds. Um, which is pretty big, but
Yeah.
them being around so it's only it's a 30-second
30 second.
downtime, which is pretty awesome. I actually think it's going to speed things up. I think you'll see um well, I don't know if you'll see it picked up more, but it's definitely a more attractive item.
Okay.
And especially with the nerfs to the Helm of the Dominator, it may be even more attractive.
This phase boots thing confuses me when I read it. During phase, your base turn rate is improved to 1.0. It
Yeah,
says
so
the highest
this
value.
this is what made me realize I was totally wrong in our last conversation. So
Okay.
higher the value, so basically closer to 1 the better. So 1 is the best turn rate and then everything else is worse.
I'm
So this basically gives you the highest turn rate and a longer active duration. So you have the bonus move speed for longer.
okay.
But the percentage that you get is lower. Move speed. So I think it's a nice buff overall. I think
Yeah.
I think it's a buff overall. I think he basically he wanted to buff the phase boots, but they had to do something so it wasn't overpowered, right?
Got ya.
So reducing it by 4%, the bonus move speed. So I think that's fine.
So I forgot to change your audio when we first started, so I changed it midway through. So if anybody's listening to this, I turned bro down. So we're both hopefully about the same volumes instead of me messing it up. Yeah, active speed. Okay, so we're good with this. So one's higher, faster. So we were wrong. So agility heroes actually turn slower than most heroes, because most of them were 0.5 when we were looking through it.
Yeah.
So CM turns around faster than you AM. Be scared.
Yeah.
She was a 0.7, I think. Observer ward rescaled.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's nice for supports.
Yeah.
If the carries let them, deward. But
Yes.
yeah, that's a nice. I think it's a nice little nod to supports, right? You get some bonus gold and XP as the game goes on when you get those late game wards, which I think is really nice.
Yeah. That is definitely on the positive side. Overtime. That needed to happen. It just needed to happen because it just felt worthless later on.
Yeah,
I wish you would get something for a sentry.
I
Because when I
agree.
put down a sentry and I take away somebody's sentry, it's very frustrating that my 100 gold does not, nothing happens because of
Yeah, it
it.
doesn't generate you 100 gold.
Yeah, it's just
Yep.
a straight out hard loss. Um, and then we got the Sange. The recipe increased cost and
Yep.
now grants greater mayhem, which is, I don't know what greater mayhem is, but
So Greater Maim was the when you built
uh-huh.
into SNY,
Yeah,
it allowed it basically cut the movement speed of the hero. So every hit, you have a chance to reduce the hero speed. So I'm just reading it here. It was so 40% chance to reduce their speed by 26%. Oh, and their attack speed
Okay.
when used by melee hero. Okay. So so on ranged heroes, this isn't any different. But so Sanj, I think you'll see it being picked up more, and then
Mm-hmm.
the builds into Halberd will be more attractive too, because you'll get the maim along with um along with the disarm and the evasion. So
Yeah.
on the Halberd.
On Heaven's Halberd.
Yeah, so it's more expensive, which
Mm-hmm.
sucks. But I I don't know. I think it makes Sanj a lot more attractive for sure. Because like you even saw like Yasha was being picked up on like strength heroes all the time. You know,
Well,
it's
Sanj
like
and Yasha got picked up generally, period, because it was just the movement speed was so good, or is so good, still so good. They didn't change any of that, so
yeah, no. Overall, like, and it was basically it was favored over getting Manta style because
okay.
Manta style was so crappy. But now they've nerfed S and Y with these changes, and then they made Manta style cheaper. So you might see Manta style coming back into more favor on certain heroes.
So Yasha's more expensive, so Sanj and Yasha just basically went up in price.
Yeah, it went up by
200.
400 gold
Oh
overall.
yeah, total
Yeah.
between both, yeah. Just that's a lot actually, because that was one of the cheaper items or a quicker item to get. I always felt between the
Yeah,
two.
so
I
it
guess.
falls falls in line with the Manta now,
Yep.
cost wise. Um, it's still, I mean, Manta style is still more expensive, but you're getting more um you're getting more out of Manta style than you are out of um out of S and Y, I think.
Okay.
Well, really more for Agi heroes. Like it's more, I think it's more, Manta style is more attractive for Agi heroes now than it was before.
Yeah. Well, as a dispel and it's always been attractive. It has been getting picked up a lot less, Mana Style. So I guess they just basically even those two out. So you just kind of you're
Yeah.
gonna pick: do you want to move faster or do you want to dodge or dispel stuff?
Yeah. No, I think it's nice.
So now we got Alchemist. Bounty Runes gold increased 2.5 to 3. He's getting back to where he used to be. Chemical Rage health regen increased from 40, 48, 56 to 40, 55 to 70. I don't remember what that used to be a long time ago, but it seems about right.
Yeah, it's fine. He still suffers from essentially no armor.
Yeah.
So
He suffers a lot from a lot of, it feels like a lot of things.
yeah, I don't think these changes are going to make him all that much more viable.
Nope.
It might make him more viable as like a 4, like a super greedy 4, obviously, but you might see maybe he'll be more memey with the feed and nags to the whole team type of thing.
Yeah, maybe. AA got a nerf, I think. Chilling touch damage is scaled from 30, 45, 60, 75 to 20, 40, 60. Yeah, that's nerf. Chilling touch no longer pierces spell immunity. I didn't know it did that.
It's a nerf to the early game, right?
Yeah.
Is really the change. So it's
You can't just give your
yeah.
allies a lot of bonus damage. It's a little less.
I think that's fine. I think it was a little overpowered
Mm-hmm.
in the early laning phase. So
I don't remember it ever working. I guess I didn't know it went through spell immunity. That was nice. Magic damage going through spell immunity, I wouldn't have ever thought. I thought BKB would have went on, so they wouldn't be affected.
yeah.
But now that is the case. Arc Warden, magnetic field cooldown reduced 35 from starting off 35, 30, 25, 20 to 20. That's annoying. We're gonna probably see more arcs. I hate arc.
Oh yeah.
And he's just a run at you spammy type of hero.
Yep. Yeah. No, he'll. Arc Warden's going to be. It's a nice buff. I don't know if it'll change his pick rate. We'll see. I'm not. It's not. It's funny how like sometimes these small changes like this, like all of
Yeah.
a sudden you just start seeing these heroes. So, I think it's a nice buff to him. Especially on that skill. Definitely one of his better skills. So, we'll see.
Pushing,
The
man.
talent change, I think, is,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand. Level 15 talent change plus 3 seconds flux duration to more range. 400 flux cast range. No big deal. Probably nice, I guess, for him. Axe base movement speed increased by 5.
Yeah.
Battle hunger mana cost rescaled from 75, 50, 60, 70, 80, which is good.
Level 1 battle hunger all day.
Yeah. It's I don't see it used a lot, but it's definitely good if you don't think you can pressure the lane. You can just get it and put it on the support.
Yeah, no, it definitely is helpful because he needs the mobility to. Axe doesn't like, especially against the tri lane. Axe has a really hard time, and so especially early levels. So I think this is a nice way for him to be able to stay in lane.
Yeah. Then we got Bat Rider. Base strength increased by 3. Nah. Okay. Don't know if that'll help much. He's really squishy at first, so. Bloodseeker, Bloodright. Ground vision now increased to match the AoE of the spell from 400 to 600. I didn't know it gave you vision.
Well, I knew it gave you vision. I didn't realize the vision didn't match the AoE of the spell. So now I know. I always thought it matched, but now it does. Okay, so
yeah,
it basically
seems like
just
something
falls,
that should have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, it just falls in line with what I thought was already there.
Yeah.
So
Blood Rage cooldown reduced. That's Blood Seekers will love that everywhere.
yeah, so level 1, that's really nice.
Yeah. Almost constant uptime. I don't know how long. How long does it say it lasts? Duration.
Oh, the duration, it's 9
seconds.
So basically, yeah. So you have 100% uptime.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you can actually use it on yourself and on the enemy you're trying to kill.
Yep. Yep. So it's a nice, nice buff for him.
Yeah. We'll see more bloods. I don't like dealing with bloods as a support. Brewmaster Primal Split. A fire permanent emulation damage increased from 15, 30, 45 to 20, 40, 60. Okay. Probably need it. I don't really know. We got the Brood Mother. A lot of stuff oddlies here. I don't know if she's nerfed or what the hell happened to her.
No, so it was a buff in that you get a lot less for killing the spiderlings, the spiderlings and spiderites.
Yeah.
So you get a lot less, but they're less tanky and they do slightly less damage.
Yeah, they're 8-0, man. They had a lot of armor to no armor.
Yeah,
That's
which
really
was
big.
ridiculous, honestly. Like, so I'm not sure. Overall, my feeling is this is a nerf to her because of the spiderlings and spiderites are less able to do. Like the damage, like the almost 20% less damage is pretty big, I think. But I don't know. I have to see it in practice. The golden XP is huge change. Like I said, you're getting a lot less out of killing them. So
yeah.
I think overall it felt like a nerf to me, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I would think it's a nerf. I think I'm more likely to live dealing against the spider. And that's not what the spider wants. But armor never really mattered to me in most cases as a generally magic spammer. So you just kind of nuke the wave.
Yep.
Chen, Hand of God Heal improved. This it needs, but it's not much. Just 25 more on level on the 375 one on the second level of it.
Yep.
No biggie. Crystal Maiden needs her movement speed. Give her just 10 more movement speed or some shit like this. The space armor is not gonna help her.
I mean, the armor's nice, but yeah,
Yeah,
she needs
it's
more
something.
movement speed. Yeah.
Just give her 10. Why
Yeah.
does she have to be so slow?
Yeah.
A freezing field, this is very helpful. So it'll be harder for
The
you to be
attack
right
speed
click
slow
down.
though?
Yeah.
I mean, movement speed would be better, I think, than attack speed. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you get a hero right next to you, and he's just bashing on you. He slows his attack down, you live a little bit longer. I think this is big for freezing field.
Yeah.
For the heroes that don't stun you and stop you instantly, and then just walk up to you and right click you to death.
Mm-hmm.
Darkseer.
Yeah, this is the buff. This is the buff he needed.
Damage reduced from 300% to... Whoa. That's, those are going to be strong illusions.
Yeah, the wall is actually effective now. It's actually an effective ult. Like, I like this is I think you're going to see more Darkseer now with this change especially.
Yeah. So they're tankier. They're stronger, and they just now start attacking the hero that walked through it.
So it basically falls because like the one spell people always likened it to is the reflection from Terrorblade. Or like why like reflection is not an ulti and it's a better skill.
Yeah.
Than Wall of Replica, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not even like you can't even kill the illusion. Like it does 100% damage to you at level 4.
Okay.
But you can't kill it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now they made it dispellable. They made reflection dispellable, which we'll get to. But then they buffed this the Wall of Replica to basically be the same as reflection as far as you're doing 100, you know, the illusions are doing more damage.
Uh-huh.
And they're taking less damage in, which is super nice. So
I want to be able to do skills. When I get those replicas, I'm always like, I click their buttons of the skills of the hero that I'm replicating. I want to turn it back around and put it in their face.
Yeah, that would be
OP.
Crazy, yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's nice. You'll definitely see him picked up more for sure.
Yeah, the tax, it's too hard to manage when people are going in and out through your wall. You're trying to team fight and all this stuff. At least they get an attack on the hero. That is so big.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing, those auto attacks. Like you were saying. Dark Willow. I knew this was going to come. A little bit of a nerf. I don't think it's really going to change her that much.
I think it's a nice. It's what was needed.
Yeah. Like
the Cursed Crown giving vision, I always thought that was broken as shit.
Yeah, that is. Because you've done your job. You're juking out in the trees. You finally escaped, and then bing, here I am, everybody.
Yeah.
Big old bleep on the map. Also, Badam, pronounce that for me.
Bedlam.
Not even close. I'm going like Arabian shit on it or something. It's Bedlam is stronger in level 2. Wow, weird, but weaker level 3.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still super strong. I don't know what this rotation means. So it takes longer to get around.
So it rotates around you. Right. So the fairy guy rotates around you for 1.5 seconds. Now it rotates longer, so 0.3 seconds more.
Mm-hmm.
So you might get like one more extra hit. So like I think you're getting more damage overall, potentially.
If you know where it starts, I have actually never paid attention to that. If it starts like right in front of you or where, if you know that, and you hit that button, you can place it where a person's gonna get hit a lot more, which is good. The talent, nobody gets this one. I don't remember. Her attack speed is usually. I mean, this is good. If you don't. If you're not planning on hitting anything, I guess 1.5 seconds of terrorize is is just horrible for people to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, that skill's pretty ridiculous. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. But 200 attack speed, I've seen people get what's the strongest weapon in the game on her?
Oh, rapier?
Yeah. They'll get a rapier and get 200 attack speed, and then they'll backdoor base.
Yeah.
You see that stuff going on.
Yeah.
Dazzle, poison touch, something fixed. I didn't understand. Fixed poison touch effective area covered not scaling properly with cast range bonuses. Okay, it was broke, so now it works, right?
Yeah.
Death Prophet, base health regen reduced. Poor DP.
Yeah, no, she needed a little bit of a nerf. I think that's fine. Half a regen. I don't think it's gonna. I think she'll be more situational. So she was like first pick, right? She was like first, second pick material. And now I think she'll be more situational.
She got nerfed last time too, right? I thought she was nerfed recently. Like her spirit siphon changed.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't play the hero, so yeah, I don't remember.
Earthshaker base damage increased by 3. Okay. Nothing really. Ember Spirit. Is Ember going to be played? Flame Guard magical damage absorb rescaled from 50, 200, 350 to 500 to 80 to 20, 360 to 500.
Yeah, so it gives them more sustain in the lane overall, and then you have Searing Change, more damage, and it's longer, which is nice. So
yep,
you might be more viable.
Yeah. And the Flame Guard now can take a nuke before it's gone. It looks like 80 is pretty high, and most of your magic nukes are around 90 and 25% off of them, so it'll stay on you a little longer, which is nice.
Yep.
Enigma, Malefice stun duration rescaled. Whoa. 0.25 to 0.4 is big, actually. 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, 1 to 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 to 1. So that first level of it is really strong. Really strong.
Yep. Yeah,
Malefice.
A little bit of a buff to him. So we might see him played more.
Yeah. Cooldown rescaled from Malefice 18, 17, 16, 15. Okay. So because you can cast it a little less. Malefice mana cost reduced slightly at first, so it's cheaper. Yeah, so a little bit of a buff. I think it's a significant buff. That's I can chase you down and kill you with 0.4 seconds. Mini stuns going on.
Yeah,
that's gonna wreck some people. Faceless Void, Chronosphere cooldown increased. Just slightly. That's no fun. It's already a long cooldown as it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think Void needed any more nerfs.
Yeah. Then Invoke mana cost reduced from 60 to 40.
Yeah.
Invoker never seems to have mana problems when I'm up against an Invoker, so maybe needed.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a huge deal.
Got a book. Tether can now target spell immune allies. That's good. That was very annoying that I could not click on my ally when they turned BKB on to help them out. That made no sense. Tether cast point changed from, I don't know what that means. Like 0.001 to 0.
So cast point is like when you go through your animation, like your cast animation. So cast point affects how fast that is.
Okay.
So I didn't even know it had a cast point. It's so low.
Yeah.
It's pretty ridiculous that it was even 0.001. I mean, it's essentially 0 anyway. So.
Yeah.
Just seems like a memey thing to me.
It, they're just trying to make their lives easier by making it zero.
Yeah.
Tether no longer applies slow on impact.
Yep.
Okay. But the spirits are all kinds of different. Spirits now apply 20, 40, 60, 80% movement slow on impact for zero point 0.3 seconds. And since you're hitting them, whim, 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 that's a lot of slow going on. That's no movement, basically. Spirits have now a fixed position. This is, I don't like. 7 and 100. It
No.
makes it easier to play the hero.
Yeah.
Um,
They lowered the skill gap on IO, which I don't agree with.
yeah.
Like it requires less skill to play, which I think is I don't like. I liked having IO be a high skill hero.
Yeah. It's just all those in betweens are so good, especially if you're jungling. Spirits in and out is just one ability now. Okay, that plays along with what we just talked about. It's a 1.5 second cooldown. Oh, that's weird. Um, so you can't just pop them in, pop them out.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I guess that would be. I wonder if they transition, like they still grow out like they did before. When they go from one position to another, they slowly go out or they just pop out.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me check. I'm gonna do it
Okay,
right now while we're talking.
do it. Okay, I'll just keep reading while you're doing that. Spirits creep damage increased from 8, 14, 20, 26 to 10, 18, 26, 34. That's nice. Because you need to farm. Spirits mana cost reduced from 150 to 120, 130, 140, 150. Spirits collisions. Whoa. AoE from 70 to 110. That's pretty big, actually.
Yeah, so it does do the same movement in and out.
Okay.
It's just instead of hitting two buttons, you're hitting one essentially.
Gotcha.
So actually, the cooldown is not so high that, and it starts on the outer side too.
Okay. Farthest away when you hit it.
Yeah, but you can when you hit it, so it'll go furthest out, and then you hit it, and by the time it gets basically to its min or max, you can go back out essentially. So like when it's max, you can come in.
Hmm.
By the time it's off cooldown, you can go back out.
That would be a problem when you, because usually you turn it on and you dive into a hero and you want it as close as possible to you at that point in time, so you hit them all. So this is going to add um, a little bit of a delay to that action.
Yeah, they all go. It basically starts at the max and then comes in.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't. I liked it when it was starting in rather
yeah,
versus out.
yep. I assumed it would have been that way, but maybe they're trying to make it a little still because of the change. The damage AoE increase, that's big. 300, 360. That's
Yep.
helpful. Level 10 talent change, 400 spirits max range, plus 25% experience. Okay. Um, because you just don't get any more range on them anyway. Level 25 talent change to tether stuns to 60 minus 60 seconds relocate cooldown. That's good. That is super good. IO, I think IO is I guess just super buffed right now, right? By all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Yes, and then you have like late game. I mean, him getting to 25 is not likely, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that late game you have a 30-second cooldown on relocate with a 15-second duration.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's good.
yeah.
Okay, so Leshrac. Lightning Storm mana cost increased. Okay. Just barely. 5, 10, um, yeah, 15, and then 20.
Yep.
Increased all the way up. That's going to make it a little less spammable. At least you're not going to want to get past level 75. Is there a slow? The slow doesn't increase. Oh, but the duration increases. Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, you're still going to get Lightning Storm. A lot. Lich, level 20 talent increased 1 plus, instead of 120 gold a minute to 180. Okay. Making some more money as the Lich. What's that between, or 175 cast range? You probably need the 175 cast range in most cases. Because you're a Lich and you don't want to be near anybody, but that gold is so good. I guess that
Yep.
just buys you an ether lens or whatever you need. No problem.
Yep.
Lycan, summon wolves. Health increased from 200, 240, 280, 320 to 230, 260, 290, 320. Okay, a little strong earlier on. Their damage is buffed.
Yeah, the damage buff is nice.
That's pretty big. 17, 28, 37, 46 to 26, 34, 42 to 50. Yeah, that's significant actually.
Yep.
Morana, leap speed buff duration increased from 2 to 2.5. Okay. So she can move or the bonus stays longer. Leap attack speed rescaled 25, 50, 75, 100 to 40, 60, 80, 100. That's nice. Early on.
Yep.
Moonlight Shadow now grants 15% movement speed while invisible to you and your allies, or just you? Do you know?
50. No, it's for everyone.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I think it's a nice change. I think I think she's still in an awkward place because like I still don't think she can carry very well.
Mm-hmm.
And without leap being the AoE like it used to be, where it would give a bonus move and attack speed to your allies,
Mm-hmm.
like it was, I think she's also like not really a great 4 positioner as well, so like she used to be.
I didn't
So
know it didn't give bonus speed anymore to your allies. Weird.
yeah, they took that away.
I lost you. I'm gonna pause this and hopefully recover, bro. Alright, all is right. All is right as rain. Monkey King. Primal Spring. Mana cost reduced. That's good. I think
Yep.
Monkey King needed that to 100 flat across.
Yep, not bad.
Yeah, Morphlane. Adaptive strike talent now has 300 cast range buffer for the secondary target. Don't know what that means.
Yeah, so the 20 it has to do with the 25 talent.
Uh-huh.
So there's if you're casting multiple adaptive strikes, the secondary target has to be 300 range away,
Okay.
basically. So like you can't like be on top of somebody and just hit them with multiple adaptive strikes.
Okay. Level 10 talent from 300 waveform range to 350. Level 25 talent to 2 multi-shot death strike to 1 more. Whoa. He's already got too many. 2's too many. That's not cool. That's OP. Necro. Reaper Scythe. Respawn time penalty increased. Ooh. It's coming back. It's gonna get the long respawns, hopefully. Again. So 10,
Yeah.
20, 30, 15, 30, 45. Feels a little better.
Yeah, the cancer might be back with buffs to Necro and now in Bloodseeker.
Well, healing's nerfed. He's a healing hero.
The healing's still nerfed, yeah.
Yeah, for your team in general, most heroes will be nerfed healing wise.
Yeah.
So Necro will be more important
Yeah.
to help just for teams. Yeah.
Yep.
Ogre, Bloodlust on self now grants. I got to play Ogre and I got to play an Undying game. Bloodlust on self now grants you 30, 50, 70, 90 attack speed. Or yeah, which that's a good level of 4 to it. 90 is much better than 60.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's good. I mean, I don't know what the change would be really. I mean, because you usually want to try and at least, well, when I played ogre, I always tried to max bloodlust to help out my cores. So I don't.
Yeah. Well, it helps you. It helps out your course. You
Yeah.
farming later in game at 90 attack speed makes a big difference. Your cores certainly appreciate hitting faster.
But it doesn't. No, it's just
Oh
on
no, just
yourself.
self.
Yeah.
I completely read that wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't help your
Shit.
cores. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that's
saying. I don't
silly.
really know. Like, I guess it makes him more viable, maybe.
Ah, it was farming better, and it felt better. I didn't really, yeah. I expected my allies seemed to attack faster. I didn't really put two and two together. That's sad. All right, Omni Knight. Poor Omni Knight. You're going to a shit place, Omni Knight. Nobody's ever gonna want to play you.
Yeah. Slacks is crying right now.
Yeah. Base armor reduced by one. Okay.
Yeah.
You had decent armor, I think, at first. I don't know what it was, but I think it was five, or I'll make up a number, five.
I think he's a dead hero.
Yeah. Purification cooldown increased. Why are they doing that to him? Level 1, that's so important for him.
Yep.
14, 13, 12, 11. He's still viable, I guess, for his ult, no matter what. We got OD, Arcane Orb. Fixed Arcane Orb not using mana if it misses on the target. So, now if it misses the target, you lose mana.
Yep.
Okay. That's cool. Now you feel like other heroes, like Jack missing, and stuff like that. Arcane Orb, mana cost increased from 100, 120, 140, 160 to 110, 140, 170, 200. That's okay. Both these kind of hurt the hero.
Yep.
Just a little bit. That's enough. That's a lot more expensive, 200.
Yep. I think it's fine. I mean, you never really have mana issues late in game anyway.
Okay.
Like once you have 4 points up in Essence Aura, you almost never have mana issues. So I think all it does is it precludes you maxing Arcane Orb or Arcane Orb earlier. I think it makes you think about that a bit more. Like maybe like 2 points in it, then maxing everything else before you max out Arcane.
Yeah, I kind of thought everybody did max everything else before that anyway, usually.
Depends on the matchup, but I know in the pro meta they were maxing Arcane Orb a lot more when they picked OD. Yeah.
Yeah, old Pango. What did they do to Pango? I haven't read this far down the list yet.
Yeah, so essentially the Rolling Thunder, so that rather than being completely canceled when you get rooted, it just rolls in place, which I think is good. I think it was a little silly that it completely canceled the spell.
I didn't know it did until like a couple days ago when you're like, yeah Naga.
Because no, it's like, because to me Rolling Thunder was like like Metamorphosis on Lycan.
Yeah.
Or is it Metamorphosis? No.
His ult, whatever
His wolf
it is.
form.
Yeah.
What the hell is that called?
I don't know.
Anyway, his wolf, when he goes into wolf form, right? Like,
yeah.
like you hit it and you morph into this thing, and there shouldn't be something that just stops you from being in that form, right? And that's how I saw Rolling Thunder. Like, there's a channeling, so yeah, okay, we can disable you while you're channeling, sure, just like, Black Hole or something like that. But once you're in it, you should be able to just be in it. Like, once you've transformed, you should just be that form.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. You still get doled and shit done to you while you're rolling. I wonder if you're getting doled if you'll start bouncing off of Legion.
Well, yeah, I wonder if your duel didn't have form. I think you would keep proccing the stun, right?
Yeah, I think I've been doled, and I think I stayed as a ball, and I didn't proc stun at all. I just got killed.
Okay.
Just right clicked me to death. I think the space was just enough that you think since I was supposed to be moving to him, I keep rolling into him. It's just bouncing him away, which would be great. But no, that's not how it played out. It was
Yeah.
very disappointing. Rolling Thunder cooldown increased again. That's not cool. I liked it when it was like 30 or 40 or whatever it used to be.
Yeah. 40-second cooldown.
Yeah, then it was like a viable support. I didn't have to off lane. Like I could just show up, ult, walk away, show up, ult, walk away.
Yeah.
Swashbuckle mana increased. Probably needs to happen. It's obnoxious. 780, 90, 100, 80, 90, 100, 110. Shield crash cooldown increased. Increased. Whoa.
Yep.
19. A little bit of nerfs all around. Fixed shield crash counting spell immune heroes. Okay. I thought it should count spell immune heroes. If it doesn't damage them, I was cool with, but that's how many. It's hard to get that many heroes to jump on.
Yeah.
Talents. Level 10 talent reduced from... Oh no. Plus 2 mana to 1.5. That's big. That's nightmarish. Are we gonna?
Yeah.
We're gonna see a lot less Pango right now. This hurts Pango.
Probably. Makes Yules more attractive too.
Yeah. Does make Eels more attractive. Puck, level 20 talent from -5 seconds warning rift to cooldown to -8 seconds. Okay. I still wanted to get Dream Coil Rapid Fire. I've never seen that. Someday I will see that.
Yeah. I don't know. Seems sort of dumb.
The Rapid Fire?
With the build up of that hero.
Yeah. If you actually, you got the 50 damage perk, and then you got the Rapid Fire, and then if you built damage items,
Yeah, but you almost never do.
Yeah, I know. You don't. You usually avoid it, but you gotta have fun. Build yourself a bunch of damage items and then see what happens.
Yeah.
Base damage increased by 7 for Pudge. That's a lot of base damage increase. Slow
but the
reduced
slow got
again.
Nerfed to nothing now.
Why are they doing this? Pudge isn't played in the pro scene. Stop nerfing him.
It makes you basically. I would go hook level 1 almost all the time now. Rot's sort of useless.
But you need Rot to be level 2 as soon as possible, too.
No, but even level 2, 18%? Like, that's not a great slow.
Oh.
I would go hook level 1 now if I were a Pudge player.
Huh.
Hook, and then if you have him with another stun,
yeah,
then it's better.
Okay. That sucks. I like myself a Pudge. Pugna, base armor increased by 1. Okay. Level 15 talent increase from +2 neither ward health to plus...
Alright, dude, we gotta pick this up, because I
3.
can't do this all day.
Alright, sorry. I was trying to read them all. This is rough.
We can't do Purge, man. We can't do Purge.
Alright. Queen of Pain, la-di-da, increased.
Yeah, buffed. Buff damage.
Stronger.
Damage. Nerf to Ricky, which I think was good. On the next one.
Yeah. Rubik Telekinesis, is that good? No, I can't tell. Just barely. It's nerfed, or nerfed slightly.
Yeah, the early game's less effective for him.
Yeah.
With that, so... I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. He's still pretty good support overall.
Yep. Caustic Finale no longer triggers when a unit is denied. That's awesome.
I'm so happy about this as a carry. Like it's so annoying that you can deny creeps and they still explode in your face.
Yeah.
So it makes him less.
About time.
Yeah, so he's less viable as an off laner now with that. So you'd want to be. He's almost solidified in like a 4 position because of that now.
Okay.
I think.
Shadow Daemon growth. Okay, strength growth increased. That's helpful.
Yeah.
Shadow Fiend level 10 talents amplification. Okay, so he got nerfed just a little bit.
Yeah.
That spell amplification is probably pretty big. Yeah. Shadow Shaman. Yeah, okay. Something fixed that I didn't understand
Fixes.
didn't work. Silencer, Glaives of Wisdom, stronger. Global
Buff, dude.
Silence,
Big
buff.
buff.
Oh yeah, Silencer is just he's gonna be played more
I
often.
think he can be a carry. I think he can be core now.
All right.
He's been getting slowly buffed over time. So,
Slark regen 3.25. That's good for Slark. He needs that in lane, honestly. Shadow Dance, move speed
yep.
increased. Okay, he needs that. Slark's been in kind of. He's probably still shit, but he's been in a shit place.
Yep.
Spectre Dagger mana cost rescaled. Okay,
Finally.
cheaper at first.
Yeah,
More affordable.
Spectre needed more needed buffs for the early game.
Yep.
So this helps. I don't think it's enough to make Spectre viable yet, but I think it definitely helps.
The illusion damage gets scaled up. That's nice. For the haunts. Spirit Breaker, knockback. I don't know if I like this.
I don't
Twice
like
the
it.
distance.
Like, yeah, like you really gotta. It's almost a skill, like, because you could really knock someone back like way like to where like they're away from your team. Like it's great. Like I don't know. It just seems like a bad.
Well, chances are you knock them to your team. You're chasing, you're jumping, you use it to initiate, and you knock them towards your team. So now you're going to knock them twice as close, right? If you use it as initiation, they're going to cover more space.
Yeah, yeah. I get that's true. That's what I mean. Is like it's more of a skill shot. So you want to you got to be very careful about where you do it, how you
Yeah.
do it.
Uh, movement speed bonus increase. That's okay. 17%. That means he's going to do more damage. Storm Spirit, talent increased. Okay. No biggie. Sven, cleave. That's nice. He's got a bigger cleave. It's the same as Battle Fury. Are you going to see more Sven's Battle Furies, I wonder, going on? Because then you're kind of doubling up the damage. Terrorblade, regen reduced. Ooh, 3 to 1.5. That's bad. Reflection illusion now disappears when reflection slow debuff is removed. Okay. I didn't know that was a problem. Sunder health power rescaled. Okay. Cast range reduced. Yeah. Terrorblade. This 3 to 1.5 is not very. That's horrible for
Nah,
Terrorblade.
he's been nerfed pretty heavily.
Yeah.
So, and the cast range on Sunder is also like that's pretty big. And
Okay.
then yeah. So
Yeah.
I think he'll was.
Got it. Timbersaw, Rolling Death, reduction now considered as bonus attributes. This is awesome.
That's mad, dude. It's
This is
huge.
just awesome.
Like
So you buy a
that
heart,
right
he
there
can
is
reduce
gonna.
it. Yeah,
Oh man.
it's just great. That's needed too. And then so they tried to rebalance it, but it doesn't matter. Just that it goes to bonus attributes. It's just so handy. Tiny tree
It's
grab
huge.
area damage reduced. Don't understand. Is that it's to attack
No, so yeah, so when
when
you
he picks up a tree?
so the AoE damage that you do, so it's a nerf. It's a nerf. So when
Okay.
the essentially the cleave of the tree.
Okay.
Um,
Instead of being 100%.
yeah, so instead of 100%, now it's a percentage. So it's like
It's close
so
to
it's
what
more like
eggs was.
it's more like a traditional cleave.
Yeah.
So like right, so like in I think Battle Fury is I don't know what the Battle Fury cleave is, but it's some percentage of the damage
Yeah, we'll go 45.
versus 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
it's
know it was 100.
yeah, quell. No, sorry, not quell, cleave. So yeah, it deals 40% of
Okay.
attack damage as in the AOE, right?
Yeah.
So it's more like a traditional cleave, which I think is good.
Gotcha. All right. Leech Seed duration increased. One extra pulse. That's good.
Yeah,
Tusk.
more buffs from my boy.
Tusk Ice Shard's duration. This sucks.
Yeah,
4,
nerfed in
5,
the
6,
early game.
7. Snowball speed suck. Frozen Sigil suck. What
Dude,
good's Frozen Sigil if you can't use it to spot out wards and shit?
yeah, the sigil is just so pointless now. I don't know why they nerfed that. I think there was nothing broken about it providing flying vision, but yeah, that's super annoying.
Yep. Okay. Underlord overtime. He's
Nerfed,
nerfed.
nerfed.
No more Underlord. That
Like
early Roshan from Underlord's gone.
he's fine in lane, but yeah, his ability to take Roche effectively is
Yeah.
gone, and
Yeah.
then yeah, he can't clear ancient camps anymore, basically.
Yeah. Dark
So
Rift. Okay.
it's a huge nerf. Like the mana cost on Rift is really not a big deal, but
Mm-hmm.
the Firestorm is just, oh, it's huge.
Undying. My easy win hero that I don't play hardly enough. Tombstone improved. Talents improved.
Yeah.
Okay.
So some slight buffs. Not.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be game changing for him, but it helps for sure.
Yeah. Ursa's base armor increased. Needed, I think.
He needs more than that.
Yeah, well, he does, but he needs. It's a start. He had a lot of armor, I think, anyway, but so I don't know what it's at to what it's being. I'm just trying to keep it moving.
So it's now at 8.6. It was 6.6.
Okay.
So yeah, he still had pretty decent armor.
Poison Nova, 16 to 18 seconds. Okay. That's more nuisance for Venomancer. It's fine. Visage, Grave Chill. I hate Grave Chill.
Hey, he needs more nerfs though. Visage.
Yeah, that's still too. It's so close. Warlock, Chaotic Offering. That's good. 3,000. It's nice.
Yeah, he needed the golem needed to be buffed.
Yeah, it's too much of like it's one. Almost feel like he gets one shot at the end of the game. It feels useless.
Yeah, well, especially because they like a while ago they nerfed the cooldown on it.
Uh-huh.
They increased the cooldown, so it was like it wasn't that great. Like it was like great. So now I have a long cooldown ulti that's really not all that effective.
Yeah. Health regen, Weaver, 1.5, 2.5 needed. Swarm attack damage. Okay, this stuff. Weaver needs
buffs for the
stuff.
lane. Yeah, really nice.
Wind Ranger, Power Shot, good. A little bit of bonus.
I think you're gonna see her as core more now.
Focus Fire. Oh, this Focus Fire now always fires on target. Is nice. So annoying.
Yeah.
Winter Wyvern, Winter Curse. Longer. That's good. Attack speed bonus reduced. Not cool. So the longer probably doesn't really help if the attack speed isn't there, I don't think.
I think it's going to be used more as a space creating spell, right? So like a reset spell than it is a going to kill a hero spell.
Yeah, Naga Siren type of effect.
Exactly. So it allows you to disengage. So I think that's really what that change does. Yeah. I don't think it's going to make him any more viable, though.
No. Maledict, nerf to Witch Doctor, big nerf to Witch Doctor.
Definitely needed. That level 1 Maledict was way too powerful.
It is, yes. It's strong.
Yeah.
I liked it. I wish I'd left me with it. Okay, Wraith King, Wraithfire. Okay. He can start nuking you with his bomb a little more often.
Yeah, basically. Definitely much more viable.
Yeah.
You probably you usually are only getting one level in it anyway.
Yeah.
So now that it's cheaper mana, it's so much better. So you just get one level in it, and then you max everything else, and it's a really nice ability, I think.
All right. Well, we made it, and we went way too long because I was trying to read it. And I wasn't even impatient with myself. So next time we're just going to skim a little faster, or a lot faster. But it's a good first run. Thank you, bro. You get doing your work and family stuff. I get going. I'm going to Florida. I'm going on vacation. So the next one I record from my crappy computer there with you.
Sweet,
You'll see
dude.
a box. I'll have no green screen at all.
Enjoy, dude.
I will. See you, man. See ya, everybody.